Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. We're going to see if this one going to be as short as the last one. The message is somewhere I think tallest people can. I think that towel is legendary. The scripture comes from Jeremiah 30 and 8. And that day declares the Lord Almighty, I will break the yoke off their necks and will tear off their bonds. No longer will foreigners enslave them. So here's the message. God is saying that once again, turn back to God. Turn back to God. Stop with the idolatry. So when I first got this message, when God was like this one, okay, it's like God put it on my heart to relay this message to y'all as the last message of today. And this is for someone turn away from idolatry. When I read it, where God is saying somewhere where the tallest people can, and that towel is legendary, I think about how there are people that will be excited to get a towel that another person has used. And it's not, if it was somebody else's towel, they'll be like, oh, that's nasty. But because it was such and such towel, and they are known for this, and this person known for that, and they famous for all these things, this is idolatry. It is idolatry to grab something in reality, okay, in any other state, you would throw that towel in the trash. You wouldn't even want to touch. You would take a stick and throw the towel in the trash, a used towel. But because it was such and such towel and they play basketball, or because it was such and such towel and they a model, or because they do whatever, you take that towel, that sweaty, nasty, dirty towel, and you pull it into your chest and you squeeze it and you say, oh, I'm gonna keep it like this forever. Ugh. Okay. God say, and the day that, and it don't even just have to be this specifically, but for somebody that, baby, God say, in the day that you let go of your idolatry, and you stop idolizing these people. You see these people as if they are just so famous and they so big and they're so amazing, and you're basically putting yourself in a position to where you're worshiping another person. God say on the day that people wake up from this, the Lord Almighty, I will break the yoke off their necks and will tear off their bonds. No longer will foreigners enslave them. Some people have found themselves enslaved to such an extent that they won't wear shoes unless they made by such and such. And they won't wear purses unless they got this on it. And they won't wear clothes unless it's a certain thing. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to say, like, I'm not sitting here as if I'm somebody that don't have nice things. I'm somebody that I don't have certain brands. But I'm going to also be real deal Holyfield. Okay, I'm also the same person. I will shop at Forever 21. I will shop at Walmart. I will shop at Family Dollar. I will shop at a thrift store. I'm not the kind of person where it just got to be that. And if it's not that, I just can't wear it. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing it. Okay. I have some nice stuff, but at the same time, I got some stuff that I got for $10, $5. Okay. God is saying that He does not want His children. Like, for somebody, you are so, I just feel like this, whatever this is, it got a hold on you. It got you in a chokehold to such an extent that you are not able to do other things. You can't even see the other things that you would be able to do if you would let go of this ideology that you have, that you just got to have this certain thing and it have to be this certain brand and it's all this money, and you could use that money for something else. But because you just gotta have that one thing and it gotta be this certain brand and it's costing all this money, God is like, that's where the problem lies. And that's the message. That's the message. That's the message. God said if you will stop, the yoke will be broken. Okay? Take it how you want to take it. Take it how you want to take it. But just like I said, if you see it from the way that God gave it to me, about like how there are some people they can't wear the shoes unless they a certain brand of shoes. They can't wear the clothes unless it's a certain brand of clothes. If this person, they was at that person game or at that person concert and they took the sweaty towel, they wiped their sweat with it and they threw it out, they would jump up and grab it and be like, oh, I got it. That's nasty. Baby, that's nasty. That's nasty. That's nasty. That's just as nasty as the saying that they be that they. No, I'm not even gonna get into that. That's it. This is the end of the video. We done. Okay. God say, stop idolizing people. Stop idolizing people and going to such an extent that you will do disgusting things that you wouldn't do for somebody else, but because it's them, like baby, as if they so special and they're so grand and they're so like, and yeah, it's idolatry. This is idolatry. Stop idolizing things. Just like with this cup that I got back here. No, it is not a Stanley. These cups been around for what? Almost like 100 years before the Stanley Company was even created. And this cup here, my water's still cold. My water's still cold. And it costs half the price. Baby. Idolatry. I don't have time for it. I don't have time for it. I don't have time for it at all. I never been the type of person. I don't drink coffee. But my tea don't just gotta come from a special tea house. And it just gotta be this kind. And it gotta be this kind of way. Baby, God said somebody like you don't get into that. Don't get into that. Even if it's a situation, it's a difference between you liking a certain brand. Like I love Victoria's Secret. I have a lot of Victoria's Secret sweaters. But I don't just own Victoria's Secret sweaters. And it's not to such an extent that I won't pull out a sweater made by a different company that don't say pink going across the chest. I will wear other things. These sites not Victoria's Secret. That's just real. Like I just feel like God says, don't. If you were able to turn away from that, you will be better off. And there's nothing wrong with having nice things. But it is something wrong to where you are spending such an extensive amount. Like, I just feel like this is for somebody that you feel like you need to collect. Now, if you got an endless supply of money and you decide that you are like a brand supporter, like a Louis Vuitton collector or a Chanel collector, and you got to have every single shape, size, and creation they have made and every single color, that is your business. But if you got to save up for every single bag, I'm not finna try. Like, I don't know. If I was you and you was me, I wouldn't be trying to collect them. I would just buy what I like and what I'm going to use. I wouldn't just stress myself out and recreating the store in my house. I don't see the need in that. And that's the message, y'all. That's the message. You know what I'm saying? But there ain't nothing wrong with having nice things. But in reality, what you gonna do? Like, and this is coming from somebody that has had hundreds of purses before. I've already said it. If you want to, you can bust a move over to my other channel and see how your girl had all that stuff. I did videos on purses and coats and all kind of stuff. I haven't been on there in a while, so I don't even remember everything that I uploaded. But I'm gonna say this: it's like you can't. I had purses. I had so many purses that I had a year or over that I had never used. Why? Even now, like I have purses. I don't have that many. I got what, 6? I'm at 7, 8 purses now. And I don't switch out my purse every day. I don't really go anywhere that much enough to be switching out my purse every day, to be honest. But even, if I was on that, when I do go places, I do, I will switch to a purse that matches to the closest that it can. And it's not a situation where I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like I use all my purses. I don't have no purse that is sitting on the shelf that I'm just looking at. I just stare at it and that's it. I just feel like God said, get out of that. That's like having a bottle of wine that you just sit it on the shelf and you stare at it. Or having silverware and, what is it like you got dinnerware set and you just stare at it. You don't use it. Don't touch it. It's just like, what's the point? I just feel like God is saying, don't idolize anything. Stop idolizing stuff. Don't idolize to such an extent that you could be doing something else. You could have other things. There's something else that you need, but you can't focus on what you need because you're so busy worrying about what you want. And whatever it is that you want, in reality, if you really took a step back and looked at it, you would realize that it's not really worth it. Like I'm even being reminded of the message that I had yesterday when it came to groceries. Like, let's say you're thinking from a standpoint of like that. Well, I could buy, like, with such and such amount of money, I could get a house, or I could get 20, 30 purses. Like, come on now, the house is more important than a purses. The house is more important. The apartment is more important. Like, I just feel like this is don't do that. Okay. You thinking I could go to 30 different festivals, whereas I could have a house if I saved the money, but I want to go to the festival. Like, come on, what's more important? The possibility that such and such might give you a kiss and y'all might have a few words in the back, like the possibility that you might get thrown a towel or something. Like, come on now. I just feel like God is saying stop idolizing certain things and think with logic, and think logically, and then the yoke will be broken and you will have whatever it is that you desire, whatever it is that you need. And that's the message. And once again, this is not to get on anybody. It's not to say that you can't have nice things. It's not to say that you can't get anything and you can't do anything. It's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, it is very important that you understand that, like, what you're doing. I could understand, like, once every while, like, you get yourself something nice once every while. But to think that you gon' especially when you in a position of need, when it's something that you really need, like, calm down. It's okay. The time will come. It's a time for everything. And that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.